Hey, this is Michael Lombardi, co-founder of The Daily Coach. For many years, many of you have asked us to turn our best articles into a book. Now I'm excited to share that we are releasing our first Daily Coach hardcover and Kindle book. The subject is hiring. It's a collection of our best stories on what we think is the most important decision any leader can make. Who you bring onto your team. Visit us at www.thedaily.coach to order yours today.
Welcome to the Daily Coach's Sports Leadership Lessons, a reading of some of our greatest hits from more than 6 years of email newsletters that have been read by tens of thousands of leaders and learners. If you want our latest newsletter delivered to your inbox every day, you can subscribe for free at thedaily.coach/subscribe or follow the link in the description. Don't be old school. Old school is a term used to describe music, art, and general cultural trends that are associated with the 20th century. In the 20th century, popular culture was largely influenced by the advertising industry. In an era when radio and television were still in their infancy, advertisers primarily used print ads to promote products and services. The packaging of products such as Tupperware or Campbell's Soup reflected this focus on old-fashioned values like family dinners and well-behaved children. We often hear the refrain, "I'm old school," when leaders are faced with new information and ideas. By saying they're old school, it seems to imply their methods are antiquated and etched in stone. When former Houston Texans coach David Culley was asked about his decision-making during the game and the use of analytics during the 2021-2022 season, he said, "I know analytics has those things out there. We do have access to all of that, but I'm old school in a way that if I'm not feeling it, we're not doing it, regardless of what that chart says." But does being old school keep information from setting in? Does being old school imply you'd rather wash dishes than use the dishwasher? Or you'd rather look at a map than use your phone for directions? The list could go on. I'm sure Culley doesn't wash dishes and he has a cell phone and uses Waze when he gets lost. So he's only old school when it's convenient to his argument. All of those new advancements aren't old school, but gaining more information is? Look, we all understand the situation during a game will dictate decisions and that nothing is ever cut and dry. But collecting all the information available isn't being overly progressive or revolutionary. It's being smart. Eric Shasensky, former chief of staff for the United States Army, once said, "If you don't like change, you're going to like irrelevance even less." Culley and many others must embrace change and welcome information. He doesn't have to agree with data or implement it. He only needs to consider all of his options. Leaders like Culley are in the information business, and gaining every piece of data is the only way to make the best decisions in the moment. Saying you're old school in decision-making is not being old school. It's being closed-minded. And no leader can ever afford to close their mind. Thanks for joining this episode of The Daily Coach. On behalf of Michael Lombardi, Coach George Raveling, and the entire Daily Coach team, we're grateful for your support. Remember, the most important person you will ever lead is yourself. Keep growing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up.